people, welcome to Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. There's going to be a lot more sanding today on Project Chevy, so stick around, stay tuned. I see by the last video some of you are receptive to Sam's emotion, saying he's feeling all neglected and lonely. And you're right. And if you could pick up on it, you'd also hear his 4-letter words he's calling me. I usually tell him to go out and get a job and that stops it, but I think he gets it. I'm broke right now and nobody's really buying any CDs or using the services of So Broke Media, so there he sits. Until then. You know what I mean? Yeah, it sucks I have to wait, and I'm glad you guys reminded me of how much I hate waiting, so thank you. I don't know if you can see the carpet in there, but Joe brought some carpet home. Now he's driving from here, Loma Rica, California. I'm not going to show you exactly where, but I'll show you on a map where it's at. And then he has to drive all the way to the Bay Area. It's a 6-hour round trip, dude. So he's going to be taking this because the propane's a little bit more efficient, runs cooler, and that's why I'm trying to get all this rust off it, because down in the Bay Area there is salty air and everything rusts. So whatever's got bad rust on here, I'm trying to get rid of it so it doesn't get worse. But some of the carpet is going to go inside, and you know, I have my ideas what I'd like to do to this, because like I said, I had one and I know some quick fixes to do on these to make them look cool. But Joey, he's not like that, man. That's why his Silverado still isn't painted. He doesn't like the vision, the imagination, all that junk. Bare minimum, make it look cool, and that's it. Get away from it, you know. So it's his dime, dude. Alright folks, an hour has passed and I actually got that side, all the Bondo off it. I estimated it was probably a can apiece on each side of the bird's beak. That's what I call the bird's beak, because it kind of looks like a stork's beak. Know what I mean? Anyway, while I was sitting there grinding, I had time to think a question that was asked, you know, what are our plans with this? And I mentioned the carpet on the inside. We're going to take that off and make something like this, because that's just ugly, and I guess this is illegal now. You have to have the tow hitch like Joey's Yukon has. You have to have one of those or it's illegal. Kind of stupid laws being passed here in California. Like, no, that didn't work for, you know, all those years. Just another lawmaker idiot. Speaking of lawmaker idiots, I saw this really hot chick on MySpace and she has a vote for Hillary thing. I was like, dude, you're a retard. She wants to outsource everything. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to vote for somebody who wants to give your country away? Tard. In case you're wondering who I'm voting for, it's Tom Tanracito. He wants to bring industry back. He wants to keep American jobs. He wants to get rid of all the illegals. I'm voting for the dude, and if you don't, and you live in the United States, you should leave. Anyway, I'm going to put down some stuff back here so it doesn't get all scratched up. Blah, blah, blah. Do some bumper work in the front. And of course, there's going to just be tons more sanding. See, check this out down here. There's this big butcher cut on the frame so they could put this stupid bumper in there. Yeah. There's a lot of junk to this, man. Got a little something to show you here, kids. As I was going over this, I was thinking, I'm going to cut a piece, actually this piece, pop that in there, and then cover it up. But what I noticed was, the only spots that are popping up is on the sides. He's got some concave action going on this piece. It's like bubbled up. So these are the only actual low points. And if Joey were to drop a piece of metal in there and weld, you'd have this huge bump in the middle, even if it was tucked in on the sides. So he went and bought some of this. It's Bondo hair. It's actually a fiberglass, a fiber Bondo. This stuff sets up in like 5 minutes. It's waterproof. It works on boats. Look, there's a Yukon. It's like they knew, you know? Oh, these things are going to need work. Anyway. It only takes like 15 minutes and it's completely ready to like drill or tap, or it's ready for paint. So I'm going to be using that and filling these little gaps. There's also some other ones I went around and I burned out on the grinder, just so I could see them better. There was a couple up here. There's one there, just these low spots and holes and pits and stuff. So it was easier, instead of just trying to fill the pit, I wanted to see all the low spots too, so I shined them up, so it was way easier for me to not miss them. It always sucks when you get the paint on and you're like, dude, wait a minute. So you can see there where I ran the belt grinder and I was running it flush to the metal, and it actually shined a piece in the center. So that's showing you that that's level, you know what I mean? I ain't making this junk up. So I'm gonna fix that, and I'll probably get some paint on the hood today. How's that for a time lapse? The sun is going down. Letting the Chevy warm up a little bit. Got a lot of the sanding done on the fiberglass. Got to do a little bit more tomorrow. Joe is so gonna have to help. Also went over all of this stuff with a palm sander. The only thing left is the cab and that strip where the windshield wipers are, and that's it. Oh, well, that's not completely true, this back piece, but then that's it. And up here. Joe's gonna help do that tomorrow. It's just too cold right now for the paint to even set. Yeah, it looks cool. Sweet. Anyway, even though I wanted to get to the paint today, it's just not gonna happen, man. Got the sides all cleaned up. See, look at how cold it is. Ooh, it's freezing. Lots of sanding, dude. Lots and lots and lots of sanding. But it's all smooth now. Sweet. I gotta get up in there. That's something Joey's gonna help with, so I can get it done. Whew. Sounds good though, man. Motor's all purring. They run forever when you put them on propane. You see all this dirt right here? Look at all this dirt. Dude, even with the mask I got dirty. It's pretty funny. Alright people, that's gonna do it for today's episode. It's cold out here, kind of getting the sniffles. Need to go inside, take a hot shower or something. So that's gonna do it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in and watching Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Peace out, babies.